Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
Skye Squad, we are back in the building, and we got to talk about some things today. We got to talk about some allegations that Kenya Moore is making about Porsha Williams and, to a certain degree, Miss Nene Leakes. And then we're going to move on over and shift a little bit and talk about Marlo Hampton, how she factors into this situation, what her situation may be with Porsha now. It's all a convoluted mess, and you guys know we are here for it, okay? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button. Make sure you guys join the texting community as well, and let's get on down into the business. Now, happy Saturday, guys. You know, I like to, end the week talking about some things that, are exciting to us, especially as we head into the new episode on Sunday, okay? So I just so happened to see a couple of interviews that are going around, okay? And your girl Kenya Moore is doing the press rounds with every major news outlet that there is, okay? She did an interview where basically she is alleging that Porsha is exhibiting some unprofessional diva-like behavior on the set of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she is likening that behavior to that of Nene Leakes, which is also saying that Nene Leakes was exhibiting alleged unprofessional behavior on the set as well. So again, all allegations, because these are of course coming from Kenya Moore, which we cannot prove these things ourselves, but we do know that she has said them out loud, okay? So let's go ahead and stage dive into it. What are we talking about here? Okay, so to start things off, we get in the interview, she's asked about Strippergate. Of course, she's asked about Strippergate. She lets us know that it was grimy, it was nasty, it was a freak show, all the stuff that she's been saying over these past couple of weeks about it. So we get that. She goes into her friendship with Marlo Hampton. And so with that, she sort of says that they have a moment during the season, that becomes a major moment for her, where they have a discussion, and I guess they sort of have a kumbaya moment. Now, we're going to touch a little bit more on the Marlo and Kenya situation in just 1 second, but I want to get to the things that she had to say about Porsha, because, the interviewer, I believe his name is Bryce, asked, you and Marlo made up. People really want you and Porsha to have a similar moment. And she says, well, for her, she feels like she had been there for Porsha. She had been consistent with Porsha, but when Nene came back into the picture, she felt like Porsha had switched up on her, okay? Done the good switcheroo. Comment in the chat below if you guys feel like Porsha switched up on Kenya when Nene came back into the picture. Comment in the chatterization and let us know what you think. Now, more on what Kenya Moore had to say about Porsha. She says this. She likens Porsha to Nene Leakes. She says, we have a little Nene Leakes on our hands because, essentially, Porsha has shown up to set 3 hours late. She's kept people waiting, demanded footage when she didn't like how she appeared on the show. All these sorts of things that she is likening to Nene Leakes. Now, let me say this. I'm going to be very clear when I say this. When you assert that someone is being, unprofessional on the set, that carries a lot of weight in this industry, okay? And the reason why I say that is because it kind of feels like, one of the things that I've always learned in my time and working in entertainment is that you show up on time, okay? And, you work as hard as you can to remain agreeable and likable, okay? You can be yourself, you can voice your opinion, but you don't want to, make a whole lot of enemies and become overly demanding in the industry. You know what I'm saying? People want to work with people who are easy to work with. That's just the bottom line in this situation. So that's quite a revelation for a lot of us with regards to Porsha, because we had never heard that before from any one of her castmates, no one from the network. I had never heard any insiders say that. So there's something to be said for that revelation coming out. Now, also likening that behavior to that of Nene, well, I mean, you're kind of saying that both of those women are unprofessional, okay? That's just the bottom line. That's just the reality of the situation. Now, whether it's true or not, it is what it is. But the fact that she's saying it out loud, that's a big deal. I want to also move on over into Marlo Hampton and sort of touching on the relationship that she has with Kenya Moore because, and side note, I want to shout out the Peach Report Daily for posting that clip with the interview with Kenya Moore. So guys, check them out as well. You guys know they're one of my favorites as well. Now, moving on over, Marlo Hampton did another interview with another one of our favorites over here with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. Now, in this interview, they touched on a lot of things. And we got quite a revelation from Jason, which we'll talk about in just one second. But, you know, he went to ask her about her relationship with that good Kenya Moore. Now, I will place a couple of links for those videos in the description down below so you guys can watch those interviews for yourself and support his channel as well. So, anyway, you know, Marlo says Kenya Moore is great. Kenya Moore is, you know, she's raving and raving about Kenya Moore and how great it is to be able to film with her and not have it be such a toxic situation. Now, that part I can definitely understand. It's probably very difficult to continuously come onto a set where you are, it's a combative situation with another castmate. However, okay, given that, you know, Marlo and Nene Leakes were really, really good friends, okay? At least that's what we have all seen. And I believe that they probably still are, you know? Do you guys look at the situation a little odd? Like, now that Nene is not there, it's kind of like Marlo is suddenly, you know, Team Kenya. And what I also noticed in the interview is that when she was talking about Strippergate with Jason, she mentioned how she felt like, you know, just come out and say it if you did it. You know what I mean? And of course, the allegations have been that it was Porsha that was involved in this situation along with Tanya, okay? And so it almost seems to back up the claims that Kenya Moore made about Porsha seemingly being not forthcoming about whether or not she participated in this situation or not, okay? So there's that, which leads me to also believe that there may be a strain in the relationship between Porsha and Marlo, as we touched on briefly before. Now, speaking of shocking revelations, Jason, when he asked this question to Marlo about, you know, him and about her and Kenya, he basically said that, you know, Kenya Moore was supposed to do an interview with him, but then she canceled at the last minute when he would not post a story about Nene Leakes. Now, and you could see Marlo in the video, she was like, ooh, 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 ooh. And when I was watching it, I was like, ooh. And I had seen our friends over at Urban Bell Mag, you know, post about this as well. And so I saw it in the clip and I was like, oh, snap. Jason coming through with the revelations, guys. I want to know what you guys think about this. There's so much to unpack. I need for you guys to watch both of these interviews. I want to hear your commentary about it. I want to know what you guys think about it. What I will say is this. Now, I don't like when we hear about housewives wanting or trying to put out stories about other housewives. I think that's what takes this whole, that's what takes the franchise into such a negative direction. And it allows for any type of narrative to be put out there about anybody. Somebody can just say something or tell somebody to post something, and now it's given as fact, and that's not cool. That's not the way that it should be, because that takes the fun out of reality television, wherein I feel like we as fans, especially in 2020, we're watching these shows because we want to see authentic, genuine reactions. We want to see authentic, genuine situations. Yes, we want you to do your job as a housewife, but I don't need you to go and do all of these extra things that make it so hard, that really make it hard to like a person, because I can't root for you if I know you going behind the scenes, you know, trying to plant stories. That's not cool. But I want to know what you guys think about it as we head into the episode for tomorrow and beyond. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, and I will catch you in the next video.